Hello everyone, thanks for coming on board to watch this tutorial. It's really been a long time due to some technical issue, and I'm glad that I'll be posting this video as well. So thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing and liking this video. In this AutoCAD fundamental video, I will be talking about I will be talking about multiline. I'll be talking about multiline now. The multiline is is a drawing tool or a drafting tool that does not really appear on the draw panel here and the tab as well, but it's actually part of the command or tools that we need in AutoCAD as well. It's very essential as well. So I will be taking you through the basic aspect of using it, which is really even what you need as well. So when talking about the multi-line command is used to create a set of parallel lines with different properties in a single go. I'll come again. The multi-line command is used to create a set of parallel line with different different properties in a single go. That is, you can actually draw more than one line at a go. So you can draw up to like two, three lines at the same time. So in between those lines there's some distance or scale. Now, which made us to have the properties that are attached to multi-line. So when talking about or when making use of multi-line, there are three things that you can actually that pump up from the command line. This is your command line, right? So the shortcut for multi-line is ML, or and you can type it in full, depend on what you want. So ML, enter. So now once you click on ML enter, you notice that in our introduction on AutoCAD, I made mention that on our command line we are always have some options. So on various options starts with what is it called, with blue letter. So the blue letter, you can actually type the letter, or you actually just move with your mouse and click on it. So if I click on justification, or I type J for justification, so I have three types of justification, right? I can scale as well and I can style it. So these are the three properties that um, the multiline have. Now, when talking about the justification, we have three types, which you've seen that we have three types. We have top, zero, and bottom. Now, what are the difference between these three? Now, let's quickly look at something like this. That I drew an illustration. I drew an illustration for this, and this illustration is that when I have top, now these are two lines that will be drawn together at a go, meaning this point where the dot is where will be drawn first. It will draw from that point, from this point, and end here. I don't know if that is clear. It will start the drawing from this part and end at this part, making use of this first stroke or the first line. Why for zero? Zero is just like the middle. So the drawing will start from the center, the first center here, and end at the second center here. While the bottom is that the line will start from this spot and end here as well. So meaning this stroke or this line, right? So they you all we are all going to get the same or what is it called, the same result. It just depend on oh, how do you want to draw your lines. So that is just the difference between the justification, of which you can always come down here. So ML, enter. So J for justification, right? So now the first one I have is stop. So look at it. So can you see? Can you see? So this is what multiline can do. So instead of me drawing like two different lines, so multiline is actually made up of polyline. Now you can see that. Now let me delete this and come back. Multiline, enter, and let me draw something like this, right? Let me draw. Now because of this is my top, right? Let's go back. Multiline, then J for justification, then let me choose bottom. Zero rather. Multiline again. J for justification, then this, right? Enter. Now I just want to highlight everything. So now can you see where the dots are? The grid box. For this I have it here, right? Which is the what? Which is the top. For zero I have it at the center, and for bottom I have it at the what? At this point here. So those are the justification in it. Then as well I have the scale. So currently I think we are on a scale 1, right? So let me just delete ML again. Now let me choose the scale. Now you can see I'm on scale 1, which is also showing. So of which scale 1 will give me this. You all know what scale is. Scale is just the difference in what is it called? The difference in the width. It is different, or it is used to control the overall width of the multiline, right? So if I have this, which is in scale 1, let me go back again and S for scale. Now I want to change my scale to 0.5. Enter. So can you see the difference? You can see that there's difference between the width here and the width for this. Also, let me make my scale 2. See that it is what? It is bigger. Yeah, right? Alright. So that is scale. Now the third one, which is style. Now this style, ST for style will now take us to the modification aspect that I will be talking about in what's it called, in multi-line. So this style you have to, because here it's telling me that, oh, now I should pick a name, right? Now by default what I have is standard. Is standard that I have by default, right? Now you get to see that, so it has picked the standard. So I was able to enter standard for the name of the style that it asked me to insert, because that is what I have by default. So I can create my own style. So that now take us to the multi-line style, what is it called? Multi-line style command, right? Let me delete this. So to get the multi-line style command, so you just press MS style. So you can see that MS style, enter. So I will have a box, a dialog box that pump up. Now this is the standard that I type earlier on. That I type was standard, and it brought, I was able to draw, right? Now if I should click on modify, it means you already have a particular parameters and properties of which you want to make changes to. So I just want to click the modify of standard to let you see, oh, this is actually what we have, of which you can see the preview here as well. That is, this is what you are going to have, and this is actually what we'll be drawing as well. So if I click on modify, so this is what I have, right? Now new, no, mean I want to create a new multi-line style. While load is probably you have what is it called, a style that you probably you downloaded it, or someone gave it to you, it's on your computer, or you actually done it before. Then you click on file, then you have to look for it, right? So you have to load it out. Then as you load it out, you click on it, then you click on OK, right? Why save is by the time you create a new style, you can actually what save it. Now let's create a new style, of which this new style I'll be adding another, what is it called, I'll be adding another um element to it, right? So so let me just click on new, and ask us to give it a name. Let me just call it, okay, online class, right? Online class. Now I don't have equal continue highlighted. Why? Because it does not recognize space. It does not recognize space. Can you see it? It's now. So let me just put underscore. Then I have it that way. Then click on continue. Now this is what I have. And these are actually talking about what I've talked about earlier on. So description, you can give it a description. Any description that you want. Let me just call it tutorial. And just call it tutorial. Can give it. Now I have my elements here. Currently I have like 2 lines. Now there are some stuff that you'll be seeing here. You'll be seeing color, line type, by layer and the likes. Now I'm actually going to make a video to talk about properties that we have in AutoCAD. Properties, and then I'm still going to talk about layer management. I'm still going to make videos on layer management. So anticipate for that. So by the time you get yourself conversant with the layer management, then you actually understand all this by layer and likes, then also the properties as well. But for now, let's just flow with what we actually have right now. So let me just click on this. So as I click on this, I can come and change the color another, but I don't want to go into that. So let me just click on it. Now let me add. So I can add. So as I add, then I have the offset distance to be 0, right? Now you remember that we've actually talked about offset before. So let me just leave it at, oh, it's 0, right? And click on enter. So I have it here, then I can save it if I actually want to save it. But let me just click on OK. So this is the preview. This is a preview. You can see I have what? 3 lines because I've added one here. I've added this. So I have 3 lines. So I can click on what? OK. Right? So if I press ML and I draw, I will still have that too. So now let me go to my style, ST for style. Then I think we'll name it with then online underscore class, right? Can you see? We now have it right now. This is fantastic, right? Yes, it is. So that is that about the what? About the style. So we are going to use this to just do some stuff. So now let's quickly, the last part that I will be explaining right now is the multi-line edit. And if God's willing, I can just do a particular exercise on one of the use, how you can make use of this multi-line in applications of drawings. So like for instance, you can actually create a chassis with multi-line. You can just look around and try to figure out, oh, what are the things that I can create with this. So now let's continue, right? So the last part which I said I will be explaining right now is the multi-line edit. Now the multi-line edit tool is just to select or edit the multi-line creation method. at the intersection. So meaning that we will be having about two lines or yes of multi-lines colliding, meeting at a particular point. Then we use the edit functions to what? To modify them to make it look pleasant. So now to actually bring out this multi-line edit also have its own command, ml edit. So you can see that. So by the time I click on ml edit and I click on enter, then I have the multi-line what? Edit dialog options. Dialog box that displaying the options, right? So I have the close T, I have the I have the close cross, I have the corner joint, single cut. Now I'm not going to actually start talking about everything, right? I'm just going to demonstrate with one or two of them. Then we you can try to play around the rest and figure it out all by yourself, right? So now let me just close and draw some stuff. So currently we are still on this style that we've chosen, right? So I just want to draw some stuff. So then, so for instance, I have something like this, right? So let me just copy this. All right. So now looking at this, so let me let's just make use of the multi-line edit now. So multi-line edit. So using the close cross. So I'll click on close cross. As I click on it, so it asks me to select the word. Select first multi-line. So I'm going to click this as my first multi-line. So I click this as my first multi-line. So I click this, select second multi-line. That's the next option. Then I'll click this. Now I want you to notice what will happen right now. So select this. Can you see that what? I have a space here. It has modified, it has taken away some what? Some lines away from this part. Fantastic, right? All right. So the point is it depends on what you choose first. Now if I should undo that and you'll notice that if you the earlier I pick this first before picking this. Now let me pick this first and pick this second. Can you see? This is what I have now. Actually different from what I have earlier on, right? So now let me just click enter to escape it. Then I want to have it again. Right now, let me pick what is it called? Open cross. Let me pick open cross. So I'll click on open cross. So I can click on open cross. Now let me select this as first. So I select this. Then second, it allows me to select second multi-line. Then I'll pick this. Can you see? Open cross. So I actually have what? Way round way. So meaning for instance, you want to draw what's it called, a roadside. You can actually make use of multi-line, then use this edit multi-line edit to also what? To modify it. So the same thing if I should let me undo and I select this first and I select this second. See what I'm going to have. Now for this place is closed now. Then this place are free, right? All right. So multi-line, so I can just multi-line edit again. Enter. So right now, let me click on merge cross. So I'll click on make cross. So clicking on my make cross, let me select this first as well. Then select this. Can you see? Can you see? It's different from what I have here, and it's different from what I have here. Fantastic, isn't it? So let me just copy this again and oh, sorry about that. So all right. So let me remove the auto so I can. So now next one I want to explain is what the merge cross. Oh, we've explained the merge cross. So now let's look at the close T. So ML edit. All right. So click on close T. So now let me select this one first and let me select this second. Can you see? Can you see that? My close T. So then you can actually just play around the rest as well. So can play around this. Now let's look at one or two again. Let me just click on the cut all. Let me click on cut all or so and the cut all. Oh, let me take this away right now. Right, so ML edit cut all. So let me select this as first, then select my the other side as well. Can you see? Let's cut all as well. So it just depend on, so you can just pick and play around it. So it depends on what you actually want. So let's look at corner joint. Corner joint, let me select this first, then select this. Can you see? So it depends on the path that you choose as well, right? So I can just type to go back to this thing again. Let's look at merge tree. To merge tree, I can pick this first and this as well. Can you see? So just try to play around the whatsoever, the word, or you look at code single and the like. So and if you need any help, you can actually click on help, which will require you to check the internet as well. All right. So this will be my all for this section. I hope it is well clear and well explanatory. If you have any question, you can actually um send it to me on my email address bayokilanko@gmail.com. BAYORKILANKO@gmail.com. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for taking your time to watch this tutorial. I hope you maximize it and use it for advancement in your career and whatsoever need or field you need it for. Please kindly subscribe and refer this channel to people. Thanks a lot and do have a wonderful time. Bye.